This will shift how your Pilates practice feels. We're gonna go ahead and use the ring and start with some hip mobility, work on hip stabilization. So go ahead and come through the center of the mat. I want you to find a mermaid pose here. If your back glutes don't touch down, so if my right butt cheek right now, it's behind me, they don't touch down on the ground, no worries. I want you to go ahead and reach your arms all the way back behind you. We're gonna face that side. So lift all the way through, and then to get right back down, go ahead and shift forward. Inhale, hands back. Exhale, you reach forward. So you might feel a stretch through your quad, inner thigh. Inhale, exhale. Good. Inhale to reach back, exhale. And as your hips get a little bit more mobile, you feel this a little less tight, you can just go ahead and shift back less, but there's always, you can use your hands. It's all easy here, easy going, right to left. So you don't need, you may not need to go shift all the way back. So nice and easy here. For 3, for 2, go ahead and stay on one side, on one. Hold it here. Now you're going to walk your hands towards the front leg and then reach it out in front of you. My ring is out in the center, so reach out in front of you. Again, that back hip, if it's lifted, it's all good. Open up through the chest, and then go ahead and walk your hands a little bit further out towards the opposite side. I want you to think about pressing or bringing this hip forward towards the front heel. Big breath in, cores in. Big breath out. Awesome. Let's go ahead and shift it to the other side. Hold it here. I'm going to face you guys. Hold it on that side. Walk your hands over to that front leg. Reach forward. Breathe here. Awesome. You're going to take your hands over towards that same side. Now I'm going to bring hip in towards my front heel as I reach a little bit further down. Keep tucking your tail under here, and then cores in. Wonderful. All right, we're gonna go ahead and take it up a notch. So same idea, but this time you're gonna lift, press the hips forward. We're gonna find it even more on the quad and the inner thigh. Inhale, take it back. If you need to take your hands back, go ahead and do that. Exhale to lift. Try to feel it now on this side. Inhale. Now I'm gonna feel it on this back leg. Exhale, you lift, pressing hips forward. Big breath in. You can use your hands. You cannot use your hands for more core. Exhale. Good. And then just switching side to side. This is wonderful for when your hips are tight. You need a little bit more. Maybe you've gone strong on quads, on lower body, and you just need a little loosening up through the hips and the hip flexors. Last 3 here. Exhale to lift. Last 2. Reach. Awesome. 1 more. Inhale to lift. Excellent, you guys. All right, go ahead and grab the ring. You're going to place it on the outside of the thigh. So I'm just going to weave my foot on the inside of the ring. Little cushions, so against the outside of my thigh. So I'm pressing my legs out slightly. So that right away, you're going to find some support, some strengthening through the outside hips. So stabilizing here through the hips. Keep your feet, my feet right now are slightly wider than hip width. All right, walk my feet in just a little bit as I keep pressing out against the ring. Extend the arms, lift through crown of the head, sip the belly up and in, ribs in towards each other, shoulders back. Slowly, we roll it down, keep pressing into the ring. For 3, you can slide your feet back. For 2, and 1, go ahead and take your legs up the wall. Open up through your chest, you flex your feet. Inhale to your lower, exhale to your lift. Little core, outer thighs. Inhale, exhale. So we're not going hard on the core today. I want you to find neutral spine. It's just a lower lift of the legs. You lower the legs until you find that resistance around the core. And then notice my feet are just going right up over my hips. So there's a little stop there. Try not to reach it back and then all the way down. So not back and forth. Just keep a nice smooth, short movement here. Inhale, exhale, keep pressing out into the ring the entire time. Inhale, feet are a little wider than hip width. Exhale, 3 more. Inhale to lower. Exhale to lift. You're anchoring the hips on the ground. You're not lifting, tucking the tail under, not doing that. Inhale to lower. Keep pulling belly button down into the spine. Last one. Awesome. Let's return back into that 45-degree angle, and we're pressing out into the ring. Hold it, point your toes, press out into the ring for 8, 7, keep pulling the belly down, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set your feet down. Awesome. Look for the edges of the mat with your heels. If they don't touch, no worries. And then you're going to bring the heels in as long as you're comfortable. Pressing into the ground without articulating the spine, you lift your hips to that bridge position and you slowly bring it all the way down. So what's happening when you press the heels into the ground? Float your toes or wiggle the toes. You want to feel the ball of the big toe, ball of the pinky, and the heel pressing into the ground, especially the heel. Inhale to lower, exhale, straight spine, lift through to your bridge. So I want to clarify here, you can do the bridge with a straight spine up and down, or you can find that articulated bridge. Right now, we're just going straight spine so we can find a really strong glute sensation, hamstring, and outer glute, outer thighs. Stabilizing hips. Inhale, exhale to press. Wonderful. And notice I'm not going as far up. I'm not taking it into my shoulders. I'm trying to lift without sinking or without using my lower back. Inhale to lower, sip the belly into the spine, exhale. Let's do that 2 more times. Big breath in. Exhale to your left. Squeezing the glutes. My glutes never really relax. When I lower down, I kind of keep them engaged because I'm coming right back up. Let's hold it at the top here. Hold it at the top. Now press out for 8, 7, finding that diagonal from the knees to your hips, to your ribs, to your shoulders. Last 4, last 3, 2, excellent. Last 1, you hold, you slowly lower down, really slow, really controlled. Last 3, 2, and 1, you release. Beautiful work. All right, let's take the ring, place the cushion against the right arch of the foot. You lower your left leg down. Find a hamstring stretch here. Take a big inhale, big exhale. Now take the ring with your right hand. You're gonna open without lifting your left shoulder and left hip off the mat. Take it back in through the center, switch your grip. You can drape open the right arm, cross it over, right shoulder stays on the ground. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, nice and easy. Grab it with your right hand, left shoulder, left hip stays on the ground. Feels so good. Back into the center. So this is a great nighttime routine when you want to wind it down. You've got a little extra energy to just let go, but also wind down to your nighttime routine. Hold it here, big breath in. You can bend the knee, extend it back out. Now open the leg, hold that opening position for 3, for 2. Excellent work. On 1, back into the center, just hold for 3. You switch your grip 2, on 1. You cross it over. Now you might feel the stretch through your IT band. Really nice sensation here. Dropping through the right shoulder. So you're not collapsing all the way, not really finding a supine twist. Just lengthening. 2 and 1. Gorgeous. Take that same leg, just find a figure 4. Right ankle on top of the left knee, opening up through your chest. Now for more sensation through the hips, take your right hand, press your right knee away from you gently. Find that stretch through the back and through the hips. Excellent. Take your feet down, windshield wipe, left to right. So notice this is a very similar movement that we did towards the beginning. Right to left, you might find a little stretch through the lower back into the outside of the hip. All right, we're gonna lean our legs over to the left and then just stay there for 5. Notice if there's tension around the hips, sometimes we do hold it and then we just gotta bring attention down to it. 2. Awesome, we're coming right back into this, but to the other side. So just take the ring, place your left arch on the cushion, right leg goes long, big breath in through the nose. Big breath out, leaning into that stretch. Take your left hand, open the leg to the left side of your room. Right shoulder, right hip stays. Take it back in through the center. So try to keep it moving first. Switch your grip. You cross it over. Ooh, take it back in through the center. Excellent. One more time, just like that. Open, and then we stay. Inhale. So go as far as you can anchor through both shoulders and hips. Back into the center. All right, let's hold it here. 3, bend the knee and extend. 2, 1, open the hip. We hold it here for 3. Again, opening up. Try to relax the right hip down. 2, 1, through the center. Take it with your right hand as you cross it over. And we hold. Nice work, you guys. 3, 2. Oh, I could stay a little longer. Last one. All right. Take it through the center. Figure 4, left ankle on top of your right knee, right thigh. My side, this left side tends to be a little tighter sometimes. So it feels extra good to stretch it. Left hand, you can take it to press it back. I like to use my elbow to press back, and then as I hug my knees in. You guys, I see a lot of this curling under to bring the legs to the chest. Your spine is long. You are relaxed from the crown, back of the neck, all the way down to your tailbone, nice and relaxed. You're finding that stretch not from the spine, but rather from the stretch of the hip. All right, excellent. Go ahead and release. Wonderful, feet down on the ground. Windshield wipe, little movement first before we stay. You're collapsing the knees to the right side this time in 3, 2, 1, hold it here. Allow yourself to sink in here. For 3, opening up through your chest, find that connection to breath. Wonderful. Soles of the feet together. Allow your knees to flare open. Excellent. And relax around your shoulders. See what that does for your lower back, right around your hip flexors and right around the knees. Okay, and then no judgment zone. So if your knees are up here, they're there, wherever they lay. If this is uncomfortable, right? Maybe you're not so accustomed to allowing your knees to open, or maybe the hips feel kind of weird. You can always find, imagine this is a block, and always find a block and then just set it underneath the hips, underneath the knees. And then allow yourself to just be there. Connect back to your breath. Big inhale through your nose. Big exhale through your mouth. One more time, that big breath in. And exhale. Awesome, you guys. Extend the legs all the way out. A little bit of a shake up here. If you need to bring the knees into your chest, one at a time, rock it side to side. Maybe circles here for 3. We're just finishing out 2. And 1 and reverse 3. 2 big circles. And you're done. Rock yourself forward. Beautiful work, you guys. I invite you all to subscribe to my channel if you loved this sequence. And I want to hear from you. Let me know in the comments what you'd like to see more of, and that way I can make that video for you. Until then, you guys, thanks so much.